Ted McGinley of Shrinking. We just saw a clip of the latest episode from season 2. You can catch up on season 1 and the first 3 episodes of a tremendous show. Jason Segel, Harrison Ford, Jessica James, Krista Miller, and more. And you, Ted McGinley. And that scene with you and Harrison Ford in it where you're like, you can't believe you're acting with Harrison Ford, right?
I mean, my entire life, my entire career, I've spent wondering what would it be like to be in a movie with Harrison Ford, or at least one scene. Yeah. And here I am, all of a sudden, a couple years later, I'm in a scene with Harrison Ford. Yeah. And I have to think before I go in, okay, I love Harrison. I love everything he's ever done. So I'm very excited to get the opportunity to have a scene one-on-one with Harrison. Mm-hmm. But I have to stay in character, and I have to get into Derek and go in there. But the entire time, I got a goo-goo bird sitting there saying, "That's Harrison Ford. You're in a scene with Harrison Ford." And there's a set photographer who's taking pictures of every time you pick your nose, no matter what you do, they get a shot of it. Not a single shot of me and Harrison.
What the hell?
And I was like, because I kept saying, "You got to send me these, please." She says, I couldn't get any. It was a weird angle. I say, "What?" So I have nothing. That's all. So I have that. That's what I'm
we'll
so I'm at home taking screenshots. My entire house is filled. My wife's like, "What just happened?" Yeah.
So, but have you not had any conversations off camera with him, or
yeah.
just okay?
So we'd had group scenes together. We'd had a couple group scenes, mm-hmm. and they knew I really wanted to have something with him this season, so they threw me that bone. And it was very exciting because it's also, it really sets up Derek's future. Like, Derek is pretty good at giving advice, mm-hmm. And who knows why. Mm-hmm. But that was incredibly exciting for me. And I think Harrison, I don't know if he knew it or not, but afterwards we're sitting around, and after the rehearsal, he came by and he said, "This is going to be great." And it was so cool. I was like, okay, Harrison Ford just said, "This is going to be great." So then we go and we're sitting around waiting while they're doing the lighting, and he starts telling me jokes. So now that's our thing. So I say every day, "What do you got for me today?" And he tells these long and he plays all the parts very poorly in the jokes, and they take a long time. You're like, is that the punchline?
You gotta know when to laugh.
He is so funny, and he knows that. He does it on purpose. It's the best thing. I look forward to that as much as I do anything else.
I imagine. And then that scene we just saw, because again, Harrison Ford plays a curmudgeonly individual, right?
Yes.
And you play a man, a guy who's very happy-go-lucky, right?
Yeah.
One would say.
Yes.
And at one point you reach out and touch him in his hand, and he pulls his hand away. Like,
yes.
Was that scripted, or was that just a moment?
No. So we're in rehearsal, and I did that, and he pulled it away, and I thought, oh, he doesn't want me, and he goes, "Do that again. I loved it." So Harrison is so open for anything. And on that show, in Shrinking, we get to try. They give you so much space to explore without anyone getting angry or upset with you taking chances. And Harrison is just the pro's pro. So when you go in there, you think, well, is this going to be okay? And he's like, "Do anything you want. I love it." He's amazing.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Because deep down, he's got to know that there are some people, despite, you've got a terrific, lengthy career of your own here, Ted, and so.
I don't think he even knows my name yet.
Oh, come on.
To be honest with you.
Give me a break.
But he knows where my trailer is. It's the last one.
Yeah.
I caught him in the restroom peeing
He's
in there.
got to know that. Yeah. Again, Jason Segel's great in it, and Bill Lawrence, who is Titanic in our industry right now in terms of comedies, and then Brett Goldstein. Is he around the set?
Yes.
The guy who plays Roy Kent. Is he around the set?
Yes, and he is wonderful to have around set. He's so different from his character on Ted Lasso. He's really an interesting guy. But also so kind and genteel and present, and is such a great listener. And if I have a little issue with something, he'll come up and say, well, try this. Yeah, he's just so open, and that set is like no set I've ever been on.
Well, I think I just revealed, due to my my very busy life, I haven't seen the first 3 episodes. Brett Goldstein's in the season.
Yes, and his storyline is one you do not want to miss.
Okay, very
it's
good.
Brilliant, and he is brilliant, and he's completely opposite from Roy Kent.
Well, the show is brilliant. And again, it's already been renewed for season 3, which is amazing news. And Apple TV is available right here on Roku. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.